Okay, what's up?
What's good, man?
I am good. I am here with a YouTube sensation right now.
I don't know about that,
Man,
but
yeah, a YouTube sensation. I'm here with J Metal.
yeah, man. Jmetal797. Yep.
Let's get it.
Hell yes. Hell yes. So what questions you got, man?
Let me see. I don't know. I don't know. It's on the spot, bro. Well, first, like I said, I want to know more about you. How did? Okay, the juiciest question, I think, the biggest thing you know, what? How did you start learning about you know, the whole trap metal, screamo rap scene? Like, what got you?
Gizmo. Gizmo.
Gizmo
Yep.
Midnight.
I was searching around on YouTube just trying to listen to some new music, try to feel what's out there and everything. I came across Gizmo, Troll Under a Bridge. And like from then on, dude, like I was a fan of that type of style, like because I'm a metalhead, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you go back and listen to Troll Under the Bridge, man, it's like pure metal. You add like a guitar line to that shit, and it's metal. I mean, there's hip hop influence, obviously. There's a hip hop beat,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? And I've always had, a little bit of a soft side towards hip hop beats, like growing up. Like I used to listen to like Ghetto Boys and like
Mm.
Bone Thugs and Wu Tang and stuff like that. So like I've always liked hip hop. I always have, even though I was like a straight metalhead, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And I always wanted, these artists to come together and just, make it happen, just like pull it all together and make something good out of it. And they are. And that's how I recognize it. It was Gizmo and Scarlord. I heard Heart Attack by Scarlord,
Yeah,
and
that's
then I was pretty hooked.
Scarlet is usually that song that like when people find the scene about like they find out about the scene is usually that if it's Scarlet. Gizmo's new though. I never heard someone like introduced to the scene by Gizmo.
By Gizmo.
Yeah,
Yeah, man, he was the first artist. I don't
that's
know how
dope.
I came across it. He was just I was looking up, like, what I was doing is I was looking up rap metal
Mm,
because I wanted to see what was out there. Because back in the day, there was some rap metal artists.
mm.
Anthrax did. I don't know if you ever heard of Anthrax.
Yeah,
They're
they
like
did the song with Public Enemy.
Public Enemy. Yep.
Yeah.
And then so that was like the start of it. Like way back then, I heard that, and I was like, they should definitely move forward with this style, but no one really did. You know what I'm saying? Korn did it a little bit. They did a
Yeah.
song with Ice Cube
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And then you have like Limp Bizkit and shit like that, which I wasn't really into. But POD,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you ever heard
Slipknot.
of them.
Slip.
Slipknot does a little. Yeah, I mean, if you listen to Slipknot, he's screaming, but he is definitely rapping at
Yeah.
times. You know what I'm saying? Like he does like that fast, like screamy rap style. So yeah, man, you got a point.
Yeah.
Definitely Slipknot.
It's okay. So like it's that's why I was so eager to talk to you because like I'm a nerd. So excuse me if I like ramble a little bit. So like
Oh no, dude, I'm the same way.
that's good. So like your background was more so on metal, but you had like you dabbled in a little hip hop.
I dabbled a little bit in hip hop. I've always been very musically inclined. So like like I played in metal bands and stuff, but I played drums, and I also used to make beats. I used to use Fruity Loops and just like dabble with beats because I love beats. Well,
Right.
I was the one metalhead in my town
Mm-hmm.
that used to go around listening to like bass CDs in my car with like big ass speakers and shit. But I was a metalhead. It was weird. No one understood.
That's
You know what
dope.
I'm saying?
That's
Like
dope.
yeah, yeah. So like I've been looking for this style of music my entire life. Let's
Same.
just put it this way.
That's why I'm so eager. So like, ironically, I'm literally just the reverse of the fence. But like, I wanted to find this sound too. So okay, so like, my background has been hip hop, but I have always listened to like, I'm younger. I don't know if you hadn't noticed. I'm obviously like way younger than you,
Yeah, yeah.
but like, so I'm only 20. So like, I was like the 2000s era was like my coming up. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
music.
Hmm.
So like, I was always into what was new, whatever hip hop was new. So I just remember I off the top of my head, like just from when I was young, I just remember like stuff like Nelly and freaking
Hmm.
like stuff like that. So I've always been exposed to hip hop and other genres relating to hip hop, but I did dabble
Right.
in metal, just not like. not like thrash or like
Yeah, 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 yeah.
like
I hear what you're saying.
yeah, like what we were talking about, like the rap metal. I was in like it's called new metal. I was in the more new metal, so like I would
Hmm.
hear like Linkin Park every now and then, or then
Yeah,
like
yeah, they were good. They were good. I
yeah,
never got into like real mainstream shit though. I was
right,
always into underground like hardcore,
yeah,
hardcore metal and stuff like that. I was always going to shows and playing at shows and stuff like that, and it was awesome. So like the time like that you were listening to Nelly is like when I was more um, involved in like the metal scene, the hardcore scene. So like that's pretty much all I was listening to at that time. I do remember Nelly. I remember certain songs, but I wasn't real into that newer style of hip hop at that time because I was like so focused on what I was doing in my bands and shit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. That's dope. So
Yeah, yeah.
like I want the thing is again why I also want to have this talk because like I was never like I've always known of obviously I knew metal and like all the rap the rock genres existed, but like I was never exposed to it. I was always around the hip hop, where I'm from, and you know the
Right, right.
community I'm around.
See,
So
that's just it, man. Like growing up for me, man, there was always different cliques. Like, I mean, there was mingling and everything, but when it came to music, everyone within those cliques listened to their style of music.
yeah,
I don't know how if it was that way for you, like in high school or whatever, but
pretty
that's how it was. And now that it's like, I mean, I watch these videos of like Suicide Boys, like at
yeah,
their concerts,
yeah,
and you see every single color of people coming together and
dude,
just uniting, dude. And that shit, honestly, it makes me want to cry, bro.
yeah,
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like peaceful and like coming together in perfect harmony, man. And that's how it should fucking be. You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? Like,
I've been
and it
saying this.
just, yeah.
I said this. I'm sorry. I said this in like an interview. I think I said the same thing. I went to the Scarlet concert. Like I told you about that. I got kicked out and shit. But but like
Hmm.
I was standing outside and like I was just watching the people as they come out. Like you see like regular thuggish black guys, and then you'll see like white guys with, like the stereotypical metalhead look, like
Yeah, 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 with
the
the
long
long
hair.
hair,
Yeah, like
skinny,
you see those
wearing
guys come out
fucking,
with the
yeah.
black guys, with the thuggish. Like they don't. That
Yeah,
doesn't.
like chilling.
Yeah, so it's like you guys just came fresh out the mosh pit. Like, let's go get a drink. Like, like
That's what I'm saying, dude. And that's the way that this world should, rotate around is that unity, like
exactly.
together. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
the fact that like and like this type of music is doing that and bringing everyone together, dude. How could you not respect that unless
exactly.
you're like a shallow ass person? You know what I'm saying?
Man, exactly, man. That's why I love it. That's why I love this new genre. I was one of those because, like I said, I grew up in a rap pit. I for like in the early on in this decade, like the early 2010s, like I was like that guy that like hated the new like rap wave, like I liked if it was more lyricist, like that's the stuff I was on. I was that type. Like I was like an old head in a young body. Like like it
Oh
was like
yeah, yeah, definitely.
like it was like
Yeah,
if it
like I
ain't
always had respect for like certain rap artists, even like when I was like pure metal, like
yeah,
KRS-One,
yeah,
people like that, because I mean they speak some serious knowledge, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
and I've always been like an old soul myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I always, if someone's gonna spit some knowledge, man, someone's gonna say something that makes sense, man. You got my attention.
right.
You know?
Yeah, that's how I've always been too. Like in rap, I'm starting like, and then I kind of like, cause people were telling me, the people were listening to this new style of music, and I was just like, oh, I don't want to listen to that trash. I sounded like the old heads of hip hop, like if it ain't Biggie or Tupac or whatever, it's
Right,
not
right.
good. So like that's how I was. Like one of my favorite rappers is J. Cole. Still one of my favorites, but
You
yeah,
know what, man? I've never heard any J. Cole.
he's dope, man. I mean, he's not for everybody. I wouldn't believe, but he is
I'm,
good.
I'm just not up with the times, bro. Like, I seriously feel like I've missed out on some great music, and I'm glad that I'm like exploring it. You know what I mean? And
Keep
like,
doing it, man. You'll find some stuff. You'll be like. Yeah, I honestly started. I'm starting to like music I didn't like. I don't even know why I like it. You know?
you know what it is, man? It's growing up too. You know what I'm saying? Like, as you get older, you know what I mean? Like you want to venture out to new styles. You want to just accept anything and everything. Like I really appreciate and respect any artist that's out there trying to make it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? At this point in my life, like I'm not here to like belittle anyone in what they're doing. I don't care if it's country, I don't care if it's metal, hip hop, rap metal, whatever, trap metal. I
Mm-hmm.
just respect everyone trying to do this because it's hard. It's a hard industry, man.
Very, yeah.
To like to get your name out there. And I just, I'm new to SoundCloud, so like I'm on there just listening to some new artists as well, and like, they're all out there up against billions of other people, but they're out there.
They're
You
doing
know what
it.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're doing it. You know what I mean? They're making an attempt to get their name out there, and I appreciate that. I really do. You know what I'm
100%.
saying?
Yes, sir. 100%. That's all of the support. So yeah. So that it's interesting to hear that though, like to hear that from you, and especially like someone like I think of you as like on the other side of the fence of this of like a the scenes fans. I come from the
Right,
rap
right.
side, you come from the metal side, so it's like
Yep.
we came together in there. So it's like
Yeah, exactly. And
yeah,
that's what it's all about. That's why it caught my attention, is because of that unity. Like I saw Gizmo and I'm like, all right, so this is a metalhead. There's gonna be, metal in the background of this. Has gotta be, because he's got long ass hair. He's wearing fucking, like a metal t-shirt and shit,
right.
and he looks
He's
metal
head
as hell.
banging.
He's
He's head
head
banging.
banging, he's fucking thrashing around and shit. And I'm like,
Right.
all right, cool, metal, metal. And then all of a sudden this nasty beat came on and he started flowing. I'm like, what the fuck is this? You
Then
know
he
what I'm
started
saying? And
screaming
like,
in the end of it.
I just, yeah, I was a fan ever since. And then I started searching around for other artists and stuff. And then like I started doing these reactions, and everyone's like giving me these requests to new artists, and every one of them I've loved.
That's dope.
Like there hasn't been one that Kill Station. I really liked the song and the video that I reacted to, but like he wasn't my favorite
Mm-hmm.
out of this style of music. But he was good. I think I gave him like an 8 out of 10 or whatever. But like I need to hear more music by him. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? And everyone's telling me to check out Bones because they say that he's like the godfather of this style.
basically.
Um, yeah, and which I know nothing about, and I reacted to one of his songs, and I was pretty damn impressed too. So, but there hasn't been an artist that anyone's recommended that like I haven't been impressed by yet. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like I'm like, this is amazing.
Yeah, as far as like the known underground, you'll still be like I same here. I haven't found one like I prefer more styles than others, but still none of it is to me. In my opinion, none of it is really like bad. You know,
Right, right.
like me personally, I'm a rage head. I love like
Oh, there you go.
when they're raging and screaming on like some distortion. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah,
I want to
yeah,
hear that.
definitely.
So
See, like like in the past couple of years and stuff, like I tried to turn on the radio and listen to hip hop and stuff, but like some of the stuff that's on the radio, I couldn't get down with, like mumble rap and shit. Like I couldn't.
yeah,
There's, it sounds like they're rapping underwater, or like with like marbles in their mouth and shit. So like I couldn't understand, and like all this auto tune shit. Like I can't respect any of that shit, man. I don't know.
that's the
You know what I
drug. I
mean?
feel you. That's the drug. But like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't turned. Okay, you might not like me for that, but I actually like. I won't say I like it, but I'm actually starting to like dabble in that because
Okay.
okay, so like I said, that's what I was trying to tell in the beginning. Like I used to be like, if it isn't lyrics and like boom bap or whatever, like it's not rap. That's how I was for like
Right.
I'll say freshman year of high school, and then
Hmm.
I was like, it just got repetitive. Like boom bap, it's it gets repetitive after a while. Like so
It
then
does.
I start listening to like the newer wave of music and whatnot, and I was like, hanging with friends and going places, and they would play the music. I started to get hooked to it, even if it's a bunch of ignorant nonsense. It's for the time, at least for right now, it's different. You know what I mean?
It's different,
It's
and we all
different.
want to hear something different.
Exactly, and like the thing in hip hop, like I said, I don't know. I know you don't really keep up with hip hop. Hip hop kind of changed now. Like the newer school, like I think they call my generation Z. I don't know, something like that, or I'm in between Z and X or whatever. But
Right, right.
in our generation of hip hop, we focus more on vibe. They call it's like the vibe and the mood versus lyrics. It used to be lyrics. If you didn't have good lyrics and a good flow, you were trash, even if the vibe
Mm.
was good. So now it's like a little different. We still respect lyrics and flow, but for like the party stuff and what's mainstream, it's more vibe. It's if you can like don't really care what they're saying. It's does the beat and the melody and whatnot sound good. But there's besides like the trap metal stuff. Trap metal
Right,
is just
right.
intense. So like yeah. So long story short, yeah, I'm starting to like give it a little more attention than I used to. Like some trash is just trash, but some stuff is I don't know. I'm starting to. It's
You're starting to,
different.
yeah, yeah. No,
But
I'm just saying, like personally, like I like mumble rap, like I don't, I just can't get down with it. You know, like some of them have like some really good beats and shit, but like if they sound like they're rapping underwater, like it just doesn't have my attention, dude.
no,
Like
I
I
feel
don't
you
know.
100%. You're not
I don't,
wrong.
and some people think that about screaming. You know what I'm saying? They're like, I can't understand what they're saying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So like, everyone's got their thing and everything. And you know, the thing about metal, man, that a lot of people don't understand is like, you know, you listen to a a metal song by a metal artist, and the way that it sounds, it may sound like demonic, or it may sound like really dark or whatever. But a lot of the times, dude, like what they're screaming about is something very positive.
hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And people like older generation, like my mother and like people like that, you know, a couple years younger than her, they'll listen to it and be like, "What is this trash?" You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, you know, you just don't understand. You
Yeah,
know, like it's a lot more than just trash. Like, and what they're saying isn't like, you know, because my mother has said, you know, like listening to that, like, you know, she's ridden in my car and heard it in the background. She'll be like, "What is this, like devil music or something?" I'm like, "No, not at all. It's all, it goes beyond that, definitely, you know."
yeah. I feel like there's always going to be that generational divide though. It's every generation is always going to have a divide because this music is constantly evolving. But
It's
I just
constantly
I
evolving.
like where it's like you said now. I like where it's evolving now. That instead it's blending. You know, music is like
Yeah, it's
we
blending, it's coming together, the two style, like, well, a bunch of different styles, you know what I'm
yeah
saying? Like
like we have alternative trap now. We have like this is so I can't even get into the freaking genre. There's
the
just
genres. Yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah. Someone told me something about like shadow trap
yeah
or
shadow rap. That's like what
or
Suicide Boys
shit.
do.
Yeah, yeah, and I had no idea about that style. I had no, people are letting me know like in the comments, you know, like they're letting me know all this info about these artists and everything. I'm like, wow, I had no idea that this was even going on. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. So like that's kind of like what Bones. That's what Bones mainly does is shadow rap. It's like you kind of rap like it's real mellow.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
that. So Bones kind of pioneered that. So that's why the people are telling you about that.
That's
He
cool,
does
man.
screamo too, but he really his
Oh,
main
he does? He does
yeah
some screaming?
yeah. But his main stuff is the shadow rap stuff. So
That's
yeah,
awesome, man. So that's
yeah.
why they call him the Godfather. That's
Basically,
good
yeah.
shit, man.
He basically like if you saw my video, he basically started this. He
Yeah,
was the
yeah.
first one to do it.
Yeah, I did. I watched some of your video about that. Yep. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah, bro.
I'll have to
But
definitely listen to more of Bones for sure.
yeah, he's dope. He's dope.
A
Uh,
lot of these artists that I've heard, like Poya and
oh yeah,
Suicide Boys, like or Puya,
hmm
um, they sound kind of like Bone Thugs and Harmony,
yep. That's yeah. Bone
like
Thugs.
Busy Bone, or like you know some of those in the group there. Like it sounds very familiar, and which I like because I did like Bone Thugs and Harmony back in the day.
That's that. It's that underground. I think it's called it Memphis rap. That's kind of where it started. It went from too. That's where like
Yeah.
if you heard of Raider Clan, like with Denzel Curry's old stuff and like I don't know. Oh, you probably haven't heard of them. If you look up like
No, I
Raider,
haven't.
yeah. If you look up Raider Clan, they really that was the sound. They just like brought that sound back, and then it just started evolving into different things. So Bones and Thugs and Harmony was just one of the earliest
Hmm.
to do this. So yeah, you're not far off from that.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. No, it's just I love how this style is. You know what's happening with music nowadays. Like a lot of it's underground too, though.
very
You know what
oh
I mean? Like, which I
yeah.
appreciate too, because I don't know, I can't get down with like mainstream shit. I never was into mainstream stuff. Like even with metal, like it was a lot of it was. I think the most mainstream that I got into was like Pantera and like
But yeah.
Hatebreed
Hmm.
and shit like that. Like as
Interesting.
far as like metal, you know what I mean? Kill Switch Engage, they were like borderline metal or borderline like
Mainstream.
yeah, mainstream.
Yeah, that's all trap metal is now. Like the most popular ones we have literally are Ghostmane and Scarlord that are alive. Ghostmane and Scarlord. X was
You
one too, but he died. So,
yeah,
but
yeah, I
yeah,
heard about that. Like I haven't heard much of his music at all actually. I should do some reactions to that.
yeah, it'd be dope. That'll be dope if you do.
But I heard he was like a damn good artist and like he reached out to a lot of people and shit.
Yeah, X.
So,
Yeah, X. He. I'm gonna be honest, just briefly. I didn't like him when I first heard about him, like at all. I loved his music because he's the one that really like he's my introduction to trap metal. So like I liked his early music. I just didn't like him as a person and
As a
stuff I
person.
saw. Yeah, and then like after a while, I started watching him, and then I saw he started to change from who he was, and like he went from
Hmm.
being this basically a monster to being one of the best people in the industry, and then like then he died. Like as soon as I started liking him, then
Then he passed away. Yeah.
right. I mean, I
Oh,
liked him longer than that, but like
yeah. Like I
five.
said, I know nothing about him. I heard that he passed away, and like I think I heard maybe one or two songs by him, and like I dug it. I thought it was good and stuff. I don't know much about him, and I'd like to hear some more of his music. You know.
Yeah, you should, man. He's really. I don't want to spoil too much for you, but
Yeah, yeah.
he's
I
you're
think
gonna be
he did
shocked.
the song that I heard that he did. I don't know the name of it, but I think it was with that rapper Ski Mask.
Yeah, that was his friend.
Um,
That was his best friend.
but he did like this song that sounded kind of metal.
Mm.
Like they were screaming. There was like a bunch of them. I forgot the name of it though.
It's called Rip Roach, R.I.P. Roach.
Oh, okay. All
Mm-hmm.
right.
That
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah. So that's the song I heard, and I was pretty impressed by that. And I'm sure he's got some other awesome tracks out there. So I really have to take a look or take a listen. I mean, you know.
yeah. It's old. And if you want to look for like that metally sound, look for his older stuff. His new stuff, he kind of just abandoned the style, but his older stuff is what he did.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
And another person, the last one I think you should look at is a guy named Cyber. It's Sybyr. Like,
Yeah, you know what? A lot of people in the comments have been recommending that artist.
yeah, he's another one. Like, there's a big thing between him and X. Like, X, as you know, X kind of went mainstream and Cyber didn't, but they had a
Hmm.
lot of like beef. There's like a debate on who really started the whole trap metal thing between them.
Right,
And
right.
Cyber mostly stayed underground, but he did make music before X. I just don't know if he made the scream sound before X. You know what I mean?
Oh, I see, I see.
Yeah. So there's a
I know a
big
lot of people are comparing Scarlord to X, or like there's like controversy that maybe
they
Scarlord
they
kind of took
did.
his style, or I don't know.
My opinion, no. I don't think that they're alike at all. Scarlord does way more. He does actual like metal shrieks type thing, and
Yeah,
like
he sure the fuck does.
X mainly just yelled. Like, okay, there's a thing in trap metal where if you can't, you still make the music instead of just like screaming. Like someone like me, if I were to do it, I just yell. I don't have the
Hmm.
skill to scream. But like
Okay.
you've done metal before, you'd probably scream, like actual metal scream, if you know
Right,
how to
right.
do it. So
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. There is a technique to it
yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
exactly. If you know the technique, then you do. Scarlet kind of has a technique. X didn't. That's the difference.
Gotcha,
Then
gotcha.
their music just, to my opinion, isn't like. But they both just
Yeah,
came up with in the trap metal scene around the same time. That's all.
I see. I
That's
see.
literally the
It's
only
good to learn.
similarity.
I'm glad that like I met you and all these other people because you guys can really give me the information I need to to react to these artists and get other artists' names out there and
Of
like,
course, man. I can't
check
wait
out
for.
new shit.
I can't wait for your next reactions. That's why, because I know mine. Like I couldn't wait for that Damage Critical one, man. Because I was like,
Oh
dude,
yeah, I was sleeping on that for a bit, man. But I was trying to get to dude, I get so many suggestions all the time. Like each video, man, I'll get like 100 different suggestions.
I
You know what
get
I'm
it.
saying? So like and like there's been times where I've put two songs by an artist in my videos, like, but it takes the thing that people don't understand, like, and maybe you do because you do a little bit of YouTube and editing and stuff, but like a lot of times, like people don't understand how much work goes into editing like an
Yes,
8-minute video, dude. Like
yes.
that shit honestly could take me like 4 hours.
Literally, it's taking me
Yeah.
that too.
Yeah.
Especially with
Yeah.
distractions, like if you have like your phone or you want to go eat. It's just a bunch. I know this
Dude,
middle school, but so much stuff gets in that. Yeah,
it's insane how much work goes into like an 8 or 9 minute video. Like,
right.
and plus I'm doing like little edits and I'm adding little funny things and like,
Exactly,
you know what I'm saying? And like
exactly.
fading in and out and it's something. And you know what, dude, to be honest, like I have suffered with stage fright like my whole entire
Same,
life. So
same
like
here.
even doing this podcast, I'm a little nervous and everything, but I'm just being, real here. You know what I'm
I,
saying?
I
But
feel you.
like, so when I do like an intro to one of my reaction videos and whatever, like it will take me sometimes an hour just to announce who I'm gonna react to and like put it together. It's weird, man.
No,
It's I've always had that stage fright. Even playing at shows, like I'd start off playing a show like kind of facing my speakers to my guitar amp,
uh-huh.
and then like eventually when I started like feeling it and like calming down, I'd face the crowd and shit. So like I always have suffered with it.
Well, I mean, hey man, I do the same thing. For me, the longest, because when I do like interviews with artists, sometimes they want the camera on, and I ask them like, you want the camera on or off? Because sometimes they don't even want it on, you know. And then
Oh, of
like,
course, yeah,
but like
because
for
it's
me,
weird. It's
yeah.
hard.
But
You know what I'm saying?
for me, like I've never like shown my face. Like I have this thing. It's a long story, and
Dude,
people
it's
don't know that. But
scary.
yeah, I can't. I didn't like showing my face, especially on like the internet. I had a fear of it, but I was like, it's no point in trying, especially with, like memes coming out. I know that's kind of like corny, but like if you have like a funny face, your meme is out here for the rest of your life.
That's
Like
you know what I'm saying. So
yeah,
like yeah, like when I'm doing these reactions, I get some funny face, but that's my raw reaction, bro. Like
yeah,
what you see in my reactions when I'm making those faces, I'm like that's what I'm like when I hear like new music or a song that I really like.
yeah,
That like a friend will be like, "Yo, check this out." I'll be like, "Oh, you know what I'm saying?" Like I'll
yeah.
bug out and stuff, and like, but like before I did reactions, like I've been on YouTube, man. I've been doing YouTube for like a year and a half now. So
Okay.
like, but I didn't start. I'd started off doing regular reactions, like to like funny videos or like fails and shit like that. And then
Yeah,
I was doing just like miscellaneous shit, like going on adventures with my family,
that's
my
dope.
girl, and my son and shit, like going out and like doing stuff. I tried every single thing on my channel
Hmm,
to try to make it work, and the only thing that worked is when I started reacting to music.
that's dope though.
Yeah, no, it's great, man. So I started, 2 or 3 months ago doing these reaction videos, and like my channel has just been flying ever since.
That's
Not
man.
like flying, but like it's
It's more,
progressively
yeah.
growing.
It's
Yeah,
more.
yeah.
Hmm.
Because you know what, like, dude, like the whole time, like I was, for the past year and a half, I'm like, I'm just trying every single thing and trying to see what works, and like, trying to. It's a lot of fun, man, doing this YouTube thing, and like you get to explore all different sides to yourself, and
Yeah.
like YouTube is a tool that you can utilize to express yourself in so many ways. So I was just expressing myself in all different ways, and one thing I didn't really embark on was music. So me and my girlfriend were talking about it, and like she helped me come to the conclusion, like, why don't you just start reacting to new music? You love music. I'm like, holy shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got to do this. So I
Yeah.
started reacting to music, and just, cause I want to have a feel for like what's new out there and what's good, what's not good, and what I've been missing out on and shit.
I am so glad you did, bro. I'm so glad. I want.
Thanks, man.
I still want you to do like whatever you feel though. I do want to see that other stuff. I didn't know you did other stuff besides music, but
Oh yeah, absolutely. I was doing live streams. I was doing video game live streams and all types of shit. But like to make it as a video game player on YouTube is the same with music. You're up against billion of other channels that are doing the same exact thing.
right. People,
You know what
even
I'm
that,
saying?
people have asked me to do reactions, but like in the trap metal scene, I basically like unless it's new music, I've heard all of like the popular ones, and like and on that, I already like. There's a guy named Scoop Swain. Me and him are in, like, we call it a collective. I'm in a collective with him. He already does reactions, so it's like you
Oh,
know
that's cool.
yeah, he does like mainly like he mainly just sticks to trap metal. He doesn't really do anything else. But like
Right,
he'll
right.
like
Well, to be honest, man, like from what I know of you and like hearing some of your podcasts, I
mhm.
think this is what you should be doing. You got the voice for it, man.
I
Like
appreciate it.
I heard your voice and I'm like, wow, man, like that sounds like a voice from like, the radio or
Huh.
something. And that's just my honest opinion, seriously. So I'd stick with doing shit like this, man.
Thank you so much.
Talking to other artists and up and coming artists or whatever.
Yeah, I thank you so much. I don't hear it, but I appreciate it.
No, no, definitely, dude. Like I can't wait to show this to my girl because like yeah, man. Like you really do. You
I
really do. You got
appreciate
that style of voice, man. And
it.
like it sounds like you got that confidence to just talk to whoever and anyone, you know what I mean?
Shit. Well, I don't.
So
I fake it till I make it, but thank you though.
it's
I,
nerve-wracking, man. It really is.
I've
It
talked.
really is.
I'm talking to artists that like I've been fans of for like almost a year, and like they're less regular people. They're like, bro, there's nothing to be excited over. I'm like, have you heard your
That's
music?
what I'm saying. Yeah, some of these artists are chill as hell, dude.
Yeah,
Are
man.
really chill. You know what, man? Like I Gizmo's live stream, his Instagram live stream the other night, and I came on, he saw my name and he's like, "Yo, J Metal, what's up, dude? I fuck with your shit." Dude, that shit just made me so happy, bro. Like I was like, "Damn, dude, like this guy's, the one that got me into this whole reaction thing and got me into this style of music, and he's telling me that he fucks with my shit." Like,
Hell yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
Exactly. And like hearing seeing Scarlett, one of my first, and he's just like having a conversation with me. I'm like, bro, do you know who you are? Like I'm having a
I know.
conversation.
But they're just regular people, bro,
Yeah.
that have like, a better status than us. That's
Yeah.
pretty much what, you know what I'm saying? Like they've just known,
Yeah.
and we're like, at a lower end. You know what I'm
It's coming
saying?
up though, at least for you.
But yeah,
It's coming up.
exactly. And potentially for you as well,
Hope so.
Yeah, man. I like what you're doing. I really do.
I
These
appreciate it.
podcasts are awesome. I was thinking about doing some myself, man. You
Go
know,
ahead. Please. I would love to watch that.
definitely just to get more information about like this music and
Hmm.
like, because I really want to venture into this style of music and like learn a lot more about it. I really do.
Same here. That's why that's why I did my, see, that's a lot of similarity, man. That's why I did my first video. And I say that in the video. I was like, there's not a
Hmm.
lot of information about this. So like that video was me putting out what I know of, but also I wanted people to respond, or like, other artists to stumble upon it, because then one day you might just be like, go on YouTube and just someone types trap metal, and then my video comes up and they watch it and they're like, no, that's wrong. This happened. Or have you heard this
Yeah.
artist?
Yeah, exactly.
I kind of just
Exactly.
wanted that. So, you know,
Of course. Of course.
is
Yeah, man.
it's too good of a style. So back to the music. It's too good of a style to like not be. I feel like it's underrated. Honestly,
Is trap now? I think you said something to me a couple days ago that made me think that like trap metal's like going out of style, or is it still
it's mixed. It's a mixed bag. It's mixed. I feel like it needs. I don't really know. It's not dying, but it's not growing. It's some place. Okay, I take that back. Erase that. Some places it's growing. Some places it's not. So like,
okay?
if you, personally, this is only my personal opinion. Other people will tell you otherwise. I feel like the people like that heard it already are tired of it, but when new people hear it, they like it. You know what I mean? So like the same fans of it are leaving, but the new people, it's like, oh, people like, oh, I haven't heard this. This sounds like X, and there's like other artists, and they move into it. You know what I mean?
I see what you're saying. Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, so that's all I
Because I
can
was
say.
about to ask you like how do people feel about that style, that genre? Like
And
some people like it, some people hate it, type of deal.
basically, it's not. It's a style. Obviously, as you see, it's a style that's not for everyone. Some of the songs are extremely heavy, and some people just don't like that. You know.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So, I
It's
mean,
it's understandable, like especially if like growing up, people are used to a certain like style of music, and that's all they've listened to.
exactly,
Going it, it's from one extreme to the next. You know what I mean? Like it.
exactly.
So
So, I got a question to ask you though.
sure.
Would you say this is probably one of the heaviest forms of music you've heard? I know you haven't heard a lot yet, but I want to ask you this
Heavy.
now.
Let me say heaviest.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, compared to like straight metal, yeah. Like put straight metal aside, it's right up there. Because like some of Scarlord's songs that I've reacted to, dude, some of his screaming has been the most intense screaming I've ever heard in my entire life. Like
Hmm.
seriously. And I know some other metal artists that can really, really do it very well and everything, but like he knows what the hell he's doing.
Yeah,
So I'm
definitely.
gonna have to say, yeah, like it's pretty intense, bro. Like it really is. But like I'm not against like reacting to just straight hip hop.
Oh
You know what
no,
I mean?
yeah.
Like any of these other artists that are just straight hip hop, because like I've grown up around music my entire life.
Hmm.
So like I appreciate beats, I appreciate lyricists. I have friends of mine, like personal friends of mine who are are rappers themselves.
Right.
So, underground obviously, but like, they do their thing and it's just straight rap. There's no metal involved. It just depends on the type of person you're talking to. Me personally, I'm down for whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like, I am a metalhead, but like as we were saying earlier in the podcast, like I respect
All music.
like all music.
Yeah.
Like I don't get down with country that much because it's just
Everyone says
whiny. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just kind of whiny and just like talking about their trucks dying and you know what I'm saying? But like I don't want to knock it because I do respect what they're doing and music is beautiful. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but
Country don't get no love, man.
you know what I'm saying? Like even us metalheads, like we look at country like, nah. You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. There is one artist that I get down with who actually does some country, but he also does hip hop and rock, and that's Upchurch.
Oh, okay.
I don't know
I've
if you've
heard
heard
of
of
him. I haven't listened to him though.
Yeah, a lot of people are weird about him and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But he's very talented. Let's just put it that way.
I believe
Like the fact that he does rock, he does metal, he does hip hop, he does country, he sings. I mean that takes a lot of talent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Definitely.
so I appreciate that. But like straight country, I don't know, man. I've never been able to really get down with it, you
I
know.
feel you. I feel you. But
Yeah.
but the reason I asked if it's like the heaviest, because like I know you haven't gotten too much into the scene yet. So like when you do, especially when you start going more underground, you'll see why I asked if this is the heaviest style. Because like, oh gosh.
Well, I guess I can't say yes or no at this point because I'm still kind of new to it. So I guess when I venture more into the underground, I'll be able to let you know. But from what I've heard from like Scarlord, Gizmo, artists like that, like the way that they're very metal.
They're metal
influenced.
and they're good, but they're not even. They're nowhere near the heaviest in the underground. I'm just going to tell you.
Oh, for real?
Yes.
Damn, dude. I guess I'm in for a treat.
Vocally, they're some of the most impressive. I won't take that away, but as far as beats and like the song choices they use and like the topic, no, they're not even top 10 of aggression in my opinion.
Okay. All right. Well, you're gonna have to recommend some other artists to me, man, for sure.
I got you. I'm a DM you one. I don't want to say it on the podcast.
But like I said, I welcome all hip hop.
Okay.
Or anything. I'm gonna be doing some reactions to some metal on my channel as well. Straight metal, just music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can't wait for that.
But honestly, yeah, what got me into it completely is definitely Gizmo. That's the first artist that I heard.
I love Gizmo. Man.
And honestly, I feel that he's underrated.
Very. Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like he's big.
Yeah.
But he's not as big as some of these other artists that I think he should be up there or collaborating with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if he's down for that type of thing or whatever, but like he should be. He should be right up there with a lot of these other artists.
For sure. It's like it's a lot of talent, man. It's a lot of talent in this. This is getting slept on. So
absolutely, man, absolutely. And I've got recommendations I'm trying to get to, like Slen. I've never heard any of that artist's music. I'm trying to think of some of the other ones that people want me to. Project, is that one of them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one I recommended. I recommended one of his songs.
Yeah. There's just tons.
Yeah.
I could be doing these reaction videos for the next 10 years with the amount of artists and music that people are recommending. You know what I mean?
For sure, man. For sure.
But
yeah, I understand, man. Trust me, I get it. That's why I'm so slow. Like, I've people are like constantly like in the scene, like they're constantly like, when are you posting my like I have if you go like on my computer now, like I just have a bunch of like folders of just like a list
interviews.
Of people. Yeah, that's videos that's just sitting there that I haven't done yet. I just like pre-record them. They're like, when you dropping it? I'm like, bro, there's like 10 people ahead of you. Like, you gotta
it's
wait.
Tough, man. And I'm such a real person, as you can see on my videos. Like I try to comment back to at least 90% of the people that are you know what I mean?
Right,
like, and I think people respect that about me.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, cause I really try to, comment back and, just try to be as real as possible because like, I don't know. I just,
sure.
that's the way that I live, man. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, man. For sure.
Definitely.
Let me see. I got another question for you.
Yeah, no problem.
From a guy that knows about metal to someone that does not know a lot about it. What I want to ask this question before I ask another question.
Hmm.
What is metal?
What is metal?
Yes.
Metal is a release. Metal is aggression. All of that built up anger from whatever you're dealing with in your life,
Mm-hmm.
it's getting it out in the air. That's what metal is to me. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? Like whatever aggression, whatever bad things you are dealing with in your life, you can get it out within playing a guitar, the drums. It's all fast paced. It's all aggression. It's all like moving around wildly and just getting it all out into the air, man. Just like, man,
Hmm.
that's what it is to me, man. It's it sounds aggressive. It sounds very aggressive. It sounds angry. It sounds mad. But like, there's been metal artists I've heard songs where it sounds that way and it's aggression. It makes you want to punch a hole in the wall or put your head through a wall. But at the same time, it makes you want to cry
Yeah.
because you understand what they're going through. And it's
Hmm.
just, it's that way with a lot of different forms of music. You know what I mean? But like, it's the easiest way to get out your aggression. It's the easiest way to get out any hurt or pain that's, you know, going on in your heart or in your mind.
Is hair metal still aggressive?
Like 80s hair metal.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know, man. I've never been down.
Never been down. Okay.
Like Poison or like Bon Jovi or any of that shit, dude. Like even when I was a metalhead, I no, I never was down with that, man. Like I do like some rock and shit. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? I don't necessarily say that they're when they call them 80s metal band or 90s metal band, like hair metal or whatever. I don't even think that that's metal, bro.
This rock is just
It's just hard rock
But
in
isn't
my
is
eyes.
I might be wrong because I've said this. Isn't metal just a subgenre of rock? But like, just it's a not
It
a.
is.
It's like a style of rock, I should say.
It's a style. It's an aggressive style of rock. Yeah,
Okay.
like a more aggressive,
Huh.
definitely. So yeah, like hair metal or whatever was there pretty much kind of first. I mean, there was Ozzy Osbourne, who was like,
Right.
you know, the king of it all. Pretty much, there was a couple artists before him as well, but you know, he kind of started that darker sound,
So.
which everyone else was kind of curious about. And then like Megadeth came out,
Mm,
Metallica,
mm,
bands like that that were, you know, there's so many different genres, as you know, even within hip hop, but there's so many different genres within metal as well. There's hardcore metal,
mm.
there's post metal, there's screamo, there's
Prog.
uh, yeah, exactly,
Gent.
alternative, grunge. You know what I'm saying? Like I get down with some old grunge, like Alice in Chains and
Wait,
shit. Like
grunge is
that's
metal? I thought grunge was rock.
grunge is it's all of it. That's
Huh.
in my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? There's
Yeah.
like definitely metal influence in it,
Hmm.
like a slower, like Soundgarden.
Yeah.
If you heard, I think it's Outshined.
Huh.
That's metal, man. But they fall on the grunge level. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
don't know.
Okay.
So
So that,
yeah.
like
So
I
that's
said,
I mean basically that's what it is to me. That's what metal is to me. I don't know how anyone else takes it, but I know like my friends and growing up, that's how it felt for them as well. So I'm sure it, you know, feels that way for other metalheads,
hmm.
whatever.
So, but because getting into the scene, it made me want to learn more about what metal was. This is why I asked the question. So, like, I've learned about that. Like, I don't know. I'm still not someone that's versed in metal at all, but I just know, like, I know the genres and, like, I guess what makes it. So, like, I know there's death, thrash, Norwegian black, hair,
Mm-hmm.
glam,
Yep.
prog, medieval
Dude,
metalcore,
there's
deathcore.
death metal, death
Yeah,
metal, death, uh, all types of shit. So,
so
there's a genre called sloth metal.
sloth, yeah, gothic,
Yeah, gothic sloth is like really chuggy, slow.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Which
yeah.
actually I love because I love like
Grindcore. There's like really
grindcore. I love
fast.
anything creepy sounding because I'm like a horror fanatic. I love horror
Huh.
movies.
That's
So
new.
like anything creepy sounding. That's why another reason to this trap metal shit because
Mm-hmm.
it's some of
Dark.
it's creepy as fuck
That's
sounding.
spooky as hell.
It's dark. It's spooky, man. And I love that shit. And anytime that I'd actually dabble with like Fruity Loops or anything like that, like making beats, it would always sound like really like
Creepy.
creepy. And yeah, I love that style.
I get that.
Um,
One last thing on metal because you
yeah,
metalhead.
no problem.
Is speed? I hear is speed metal and power metal like did one come from from the other or something like that?
Speed metal and power metal.
Yeah,
I think speed metal came from power metal because I
okay.
think power metal was first,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
But as being a metalhead, like I haven't even ventured into some of these styles myself.
Right.
I was more into like either straight metal or like hardcore metal or just hardcore, some
Just heavy
punk.
metal.
Yeah. So like I was big in like the hardcore scene. I was going to like Madball shows and Hatebreed and Integrity, um, Earth Crisis, Blood for Blood. I don't know if you've heard of any of these art, you know what I mean? But
Yeah, I
like
haven't.
it's all like yeah. I mean, some of it was sounded definitely metal and stuff, but it was under the hardcore style.
Yeah.
Hardcore. Where everyone just kind of comes together and that's another thing. Like everyone was very united and everyone looked at each other like brothers.
Yeah.
Everyone had each other's back, and
Had a
like if
mutual
anyone
unity.
came into the scene that was trying to cause a fucking ruckus, dude, you know exactly what would happen,
Yeah.
type of deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't fuck with the family, type of deal. It wasn't about like prejudice or anything. There was
Right.
all different colors within it. I'm just
Right.
saying, like, if you were in, you were in. If anyone came in and tried to fuck with someone, dude, like it was over. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
it was just yeah. And I'm sure it's like that with any style or any anyone, pretty much. It's just if you're your brothers or your family, you're gonna look out for one another.
That I wish this scene was like that, but we'll get into that in a minute.
Yeah, yeah, no problem. Yeah, I was about to ask you, is it like that within that?
No.
It's not, huh?
No, it's very nihilistic. I'm just gonna be straight up. I love my brothers and sisters in the scene, and then not all. Of course, not every artist is like this at all. But it actually, I would even say it's a short few, but it can get really petty. Like it's so bad in the scene to where like if they don't like you and you affiliate with someone else, they don't like that other person. Like it's that bad.
Oh wow,
So like
damn.
for an example, let's say we're both trap metal artists, and then like, no, let's say I'm a trap metal artist, and there's another trap metal artist that you dislike, right? And I'm a
Hmm.
YouTuber. I interview him in my YouTube video now because I gave him an interview and not you, or because I gave him one first and not you, or gave him one
So
that's
lots of
better.
lots of lots of jealousy, lots of
Jealousy. There's a lot of just bitterness. It's just not. It's not.
bitterness, right? Everyone holds grudges, kind of deal, huh?
Very like the beef is heavy. It's like they never stop talking about it. It doesn't go away. And I'm
Now, does
sorry.
that apply for like the trap metal scene?
That's really a big
Because
portion
from
of
what
it.
I'm seeing on the videos, dude, it looks like everyone's really just kind of coming together and just.
Mm, I mean, okay. It's similar. I'm assuming similar. You know, like in metal.
So you're talking about behind the scene
No.
of.
This is straight
Oh,
up.
okay.
If you get into the scene, you'll figure this out. Like that's why like wearing like they have collectives and stuff. People collectives beef with entire other collectives. Like they don't even. There's the entire ones that just are not effing with each other. Like okay, like in metal. But if you're talking about like the fans and stuff, like you know how like in metal you have a debate like what you're crazy. Black Sabbath is way better than Slayer, right? You know you'll have stuff like
Right,
that. You know
right.
what I mean? And they get
Yeah.
into a little petty argument over that. That's
But
different.
it ends very quickly, bro.
Yeah, of course. Like we have that stuff too. It was like, man, Scarlet is way better than Ghost or whatever. We
Hmm.
have that stuff, but there it gets really bad with the artists to the point where like that's another reason why I don't think it's growing is because if anything that why it's not going to grow is because of that. Like
Oh,
even
I
some of
see.
my
I
friends
see.
like they when and it happens fast. Like I'm not going to bring up names, but there's some like that were friends and like they don't f with each other. Like it literally took one day. They don't
And this was all over the
over.
music.
Yes, over.
Damn, man. See,
So
it shouldn't be that way, man, in my eyes, man.
uh,
It
I
shouldn't be that way at all. And
it
you know what? As these people get older, man, they're going to regret being that way. They're going to regret being like that because you're going to miss out on some really good friendships.
honestly
You
and
know
that
what I'm saying?
honestly and that's why when I come that's why my biggest thing I'm coming into the scene. Everyone gets a chance. I'm not if I don't beef with anyone. If someone's this is this might not be what I should do, but it's what I'm going to do. If someone says something about or to me, I'm killing them with kindness. I'm not saying anything bad. I
Dude,
might.
that's the best way you can do it, man. I got haters on who are like, yo, this part was fucking cringy. I'm like, yo, thanks for the view. I really appreciate it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not here to fight with anybody. I'm not
exactly.
here to like start no trouble. I'm not here to like beef with anybody, man. That's not my style. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes.
I'm a very chill person. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? And like, obviously, if someone steps on my toes the wrong way, I'm gonna bark. But
Yeah.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm at the point in my life, man. I'm at an age where I'm just like, everyone should just be coming together and like stop all this bullshit. You know
Seriously.
what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so it's such a waste of time, and this life is way too short to be feuding like that over some petty bullshit, man.
Honestly, it goes a
You
long
know what I
way.
mean?
Yeah, it goes a
And
long way
everyone
both
will
ways.
get to that point in their life. It's all about like age and wisdom and
Yeah.
like what you've been through. That's just from my knowledge of it, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I've always been the type that's been very chill. I do get very hot tempered at times, and like
Of
back in the day,
course.
I
Yeah.
was fighting a lot and shit. But it doesn't it doesn't prove anything.
Right.
It proves masculinity, man, and that's pretty much it. You're trying to show off in front of your friends, and like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times these feuds come about that. Like, maybe you do like someone, but you don't want to admit that to your friends
Right.
that don't,
It
because
get
then maybe you feel outed out of that crew of people.
and yeah, like and another thing, like, because the people in the scene hope that are probably watching is like, I'm not. If it's okay to be angry sometimes. Some people in the scene, I will admit, and I've seen it with my own eyes. They go out of line. There are something. Sometimes they say something there. You know, people just tick and they don't. It really
Hmm.
bothers them. We're still human. They're still human. So I can understand
Yeah.
sometimes holding a grudge or
Sure.
you know,
Sure. Yeah. There's some people really step out of line and step on your toes the wrong way,
yeah,
where it's
especially in the scene.
justified that you yourself, me, myself, and everyone surrounding us are upset about it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But then there's petty shit where someone out of your crew or my crew will just try to show off and try to fucking be the big man and the alpha male of the crew
Yeah.
type of deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't. It's just petty, bro. It
Fair.
really is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
And it's like I'm sure it's like that with any crew of people within any style of music or wherever, whoever wherever you're from, man. It's
yeah.
just that way, you
And
know.
that's why I really wish, like, that's why I want more. That's in a way I want more metal, like people that, if metal is really like this, as you say, I really want them in the scene. I don't know. I feel like we just
But
need
I
more
think
of
that
that.
they're pouring in, man, because as I'm doing action videos, I'm getting comments from straight metalheads or who are like, I'm with you. Like, I've been a metalhead my entire life. And
Yeah.
now I'm like loving this style, and they're changing over type of deal. Not changing over, they're never going to go against their roots, but like they're just down with it, you
Yeah.
know.
Right. Yeah.
So it's a good thing, man. I really feel that it's a good thing to bring people together. I just feel that people should stop being so petty,
Honestly.
just feel the music and just look out for one another, man. That's, I don't know. I feel that that's the way it should be.
Yeah, man.
You know?
Oh, okay. That's another thing with the metal. So like, I've been talking to some metalheads, like just texting them. I told you this before. They okay. I'm gonna ask you. Do you think calling it trap metal is like a correct term? Because metalheads
Hmm.
don't like that at all. The other
Right, right.
metalheads. Like, how do you? What is your opinion on the, like, the genre being called trap metal?
I think it's a perfect genre. I mean, trap is just like a sound, right? Like a bit, like a bassy,
Yeah,
uh,
it's
right.
it's a style
And
of
then
rap.
you got metal, and if the artist is screaming, dude, like
Mm-hmm.
that's metal. That's metal. You know what I'm saying?
I've
Like, that's metal. I mean, yeah, the guitar lines aren't there, but like it's very, very aggressive.
I've
And
heard
from
the
what
opposite. I've heard metalheads say just because you're screaming doesn't make it metal.
I know, that's what
Yeah,
you were saying. And like, to me personally, yeah, I feel definitely metal.
they're like,
You know,
it's
like Scarlord is fucking metal, bro.
yeah.
Like, it really is. And like, I've heard a song or two by him that actually he had guitar lines in the background. And there's no way in hell you could say that that's not metal. And I'm sure a lot of metalheads will come and be like, you're wrong, but that's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. Okay, so it's more opinion based. I was thinking because
It's more opinion based, man. It
I
really is.
I took that as like, okay, they're in the metal. I don't know about metal, so I'm like, okay, what they're saying is true. So that's how I took it. So I changed my. They made me change my perspective a little bit. So I was like, okay, maybe screaming doesn't make it metal, so they might be right. You know?
Yeah, but that's just that's from one metalhead's opinion, man. Like
Yeah.
me. I've shown it to a couple of my other or metal and stuff, and they dug it and they thought that the same exact thing. They're like, yeah, this is
Really
intense, this
metal.
is aggression, this is metal.
I love
You know
that.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, but even
So and then you got the trap beat in the background, which brings the unity, man.
mm-hmm.
It brings it together, and that's the beauty of it, man. And that's why I love it. I love Ghostman, man. I think he's amazing.
Yeah, he's
I
really
really
cool.
do. Like, I feel that he's dark as shit,
Uh-huh.
and he's got a lot of things to say that, like, I myself or a lot of other people may not agree with
Yeah,
within his lyrics and everything. But I think what he's doing and his sound is just absolutely amazing.
yeah.
Like an artist their lyrics to me may not be my favorite, but the
Same.
way that it sounds to me is
It's
a different
hard.
story. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it sounds hard, if it sounds like really aggressive and
hmm
creepy, dude, you got my attention.
But another
Like,
thing,
all day.
but like even artists in the scene though, I'm gonna let you know this. Even artists in the scene hate the name trap metal that we consider trap metal. Like the
Yeah,
guy
that's what I'm
Project,
hearing.
yeah, the guy Project we were talking about. He he doesn't like to be called trap metal at all, or even screamo. He wants to be called, and it is a real. Even though I agree this is a real style, but I still people like that agree with me. We still equate it to trap metal. It's like a subsect of trap metal. It's called ragecore. So like
Okay.
yeah, so like basically, it's rage. It's when you're just really loud, you're yelling over a highly distorted beat, and that's the songs you haven't heard yet. Kamiyata's kind of ragecore too. He classifies as ragecore. So
Kamiata's nasty, dude.
he's dope.
That shit blew me away, bro. I had
He has a
no
lot.
idea, dude. And like, I gained a little bit more respect from him because he kind of gave me a little shout out there and stuff.
Yeah.
You too, you as well, man. So like, but like overall, dude, like that shit just blew. I had no idea, man. That was like a fucking tornado that
Yeah.
came at my face, man. Like, he started off like kind of aggressively rapping in that song, and then he just started screaming, and it was wild, man. Everyone was going fucking nuts, and it was dope, man. It was
Yeah,
really
man.
good. It
Kami,
was
bro.
really good. Yeah.
He calls himself Space God. Space God Kami.
Oh
Kami.
yeah. What for? What reason?
I have no idea. It might be a thing to it. I don't know. He just
I
calls
know
himself Space
it's
God.
crazy, man. Like Scrim from Suicide Boys. That dude's got like 100 different nicknames.
I think that's just they. I don't think they really do that. I think that's just like it's a trap thing. I think that just comes from the trap part of it.
Yeah,
Cause like
see, I'm so new to this, man.
yeah,
I'm so new to all of this, man. Like, and what you were saying, like how some people, some artists themselves don't even consider it trap metal. Like, honestly, it doesn't matter what style it is, man. It
mm-hmm.
doesn't matter if it's trap metal. It doesn't matter if it's metal. It's just music, man. And
Yeah.
it's
I
just what you like and what you don't like. You know what I'm saying? That's
yeah.
basically what it comes down to.
I
Like, honestly,
agree.
who cares about style or what genre that any of these artists are within? It doesn't matter, man.
Yeah.
It's just music, man.
It doesn't like I agree to an extent. It doesn't matter to where like you should still listen, but like to in my opinion, I think like we should still have a category. Because if you want to look up the
No, I
artist,
understand that. I
yeah,
understand that fact that you have to have that category to understand what you're listening to and like where the background of these people and these artists
right.
and everything.
So like
But to
that's
me personally, like, I don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just like the
just make
sound
good
of it.
music.
If it
Yeah,
catches my ear and my attention, like, you got my attention. That's
right.
it. You know what I'm saying?
I
And I
agree.
feel that if you do have that extreme categorizing, dude, that's when separation starts to happen.
Yeah, that's what
You
it
see what I'm
literally is happening.
saying?
Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing.
That's when, instead of people just coming together and be like, this is just good music,
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they have to have their category in that way or whatever, but like to sit there and be like, no, this is not trap metal. No, this is not metal. It just separates everybody. And
Honestly,
everyone starts fighting, and it's just bullshit when it should just be coming together
it's
and everyone unifying together, man. Like,
for me that that becomes a problem with me for me because like I have how if I'm making a video for like what I'm doing next. I'm going to post a video. I was trying to do it today. I don't know if I will, but I was trying to post a video of trap metal artists versus horrorcore artists, right? And then
okay,
if I have someone on there, like Project, who doesn't like to be called trap metal, and like he gets offended because I label him a trap metal artist, I'm like, what else am I going to call the video? Project and someone and someone and someone and someone versus something.
right,
Like I have
right.
to
And
generalize.
that's when I get weird about tagging my videos, dude.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, where does this fall? What subgenre does this fall under? I don't know.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like,
if
yeah,
if
it's
I
weird,
have
man.
if I have Project and Scarlord both on the list and they're both screaming, what else do I call that?
Exactly.
Like
And that's where it brings me back to like it shouldn't be that way. It
yeah,
should just be music. It should just be aggressive music.
yeah, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
I
I
but I do understand it. Like I do understand that everyone has to have a category, but in the
mm-hmm.
sense that like everyone's so hyper focused on that, like it just you shouldn't. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? Like you like them, you like them. If you don't, you don't.
exactly.
You know, make that assumption as you listen to the music
Right,
rather than focusing on what genre or style it's under. Like, because that's what separates people,
right. I
and it
agree.
shouldn't be that way, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
I'm
growing up,
still
like,
I'm still doing the video and Project is in it, but he's yeah
yeah,
man.
you know what I'm saying? Like, and growing up, it was that way. And then when I would hear artists like Anthrax doing something with Public Enemy, like I started getting excited.
hmm
You know what I'm saying? And like Aerosmith did a song with Run DMC, um, you know, and Ice T. He did, you know, Cop Killer and all this other shit, and like some of it was metal influence. So I started getting excited. And I'm like, and then it kind of faded out at times,
hmm
like for long periods of time, for years, where I wouldn't hear another artist doing that style or coming together. But now, like as I hear this, there's so much of it within this underground within the underground that like it really excites me because I feel that a lot of people are coming together. A lot of music is coming together.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just it shouldn't be so divided. You know what I'm saying? Like music, it should have never been divided. It should have always been together.
I
You know?
agree to an extent. Yeah, I agree. I agree. You know, another thing about what we talking about because it's on my mind. Um, another thing with me, I've always liked. I've always wanted to know, like, I don't know. I've always been attracted to aggressive music. Now,
Mhm.
like, I have my soft subjects. Like I said, a lot of people don't know about me. I love R&B. Like R&B is probably one of my
R&B is good, man. It
yeah,
is
man.
good.
I
I
grew
like chill music, man. I really do. I
heck
really
yeah.
like chill music, man.
Like I grew
You
I
know what I'm
grew up
saying?
on it. Yeah,
And I
exactly.
find that even with some, they're like, yeah, fuck that shit, or like, you know, fuck the sound of that because it's too soft. I'm like, dude, shut up. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, stop being a bitch and just, you know, come to terms with your feelings. Like, you
Exactly.
know what I'm saying? Or maybe some people think I'm a bitch because I listen to some softer shit. I don't give a fuck,
Me
man.
neither.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all about accepting who you are as a person inside. You know what I mean? That's what this life's all about, man. Like,
Yeah.
you just got to be real with yourself, man. You can't. I can't stand fake people, man. I can't stand fake people, man. I cringe at the fact of a fake person,
No, I
and I can
understand.
spot it like right away. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I'm so sensitive to it because it's just there's so many fucking fake people out there. You
Yeah.
know?
I understand, man. And like in high school, cause I used to like another thing people don't know. I'm a big Chris Brown fan, and I used to always
Hmm.
when I was in school, I would always, I went to a predominantly black school, so the main thing that was being played around was like, rap, trap, thug music. So like that, if you didn't listen to that, you weren't popular. So I would always have earbuds in when I listened to like my R&B stuff because that's what I used to like. But I didn't want
Right.
anyone else to know that I liked it. So, you know,
Oh, see, it should never be that way. No team
mm-mm.
feel that whatever they like or whatever music that they're listening to will be, you know, looked down upon like that, man. That's awful. It really is, man. Like everyone should be themselves and just live how the way that they want, man.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
I accept anyone and everyone, dude.
Yeah.
Like, and I love my supporters, metalhead, country head. I don't care who you are. Like,
Facts.
if you respect me, I respect you, type of
Honestly.
deal. You
Yeah.
know. So,
I
but this
agree.
music has got me pretty hyped, man.
Same.
It really has. I'm
Like.
just really excited, regardless of what's going on behind the scenes with, the styles and people fighting about what it sounds like. It's just, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, it's
Yep.
got me excited.
You
The
should
sound of
be.
it has got me really excited.
You should be. You'll be exposed to it more. I'm not gonna wait. I'm not gonna show too much because you might not. Luckily, you might not see a lot of it. But I haven't seen a lot. I've seen some. I haven't seen a lot. So you might not see a lot of what I'm talking about. But just out from my opinion, I would say just keep. I love this. I still love the scene. Keep listening to the scene if you're into it because I love it. Believe it or not,
Absolutely, man.
it's
I'm
actually
not
dope.
going anywhere anytime.
Yeah, man.
Sure, as long as these people keep making this aggressive style music, I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. Same here,
you know,
man.
I'm never gonna like give up on listening to metal or hardcore or anything like that because that's who I am. It's just
Same.
like I'm always down to listen to something new. You know,
Same here. Like
so
with me, like like I said, I've always been into aggressive music. Like it started
mhm.
off with like with me it was regular rapping and the harder rap beats, and then I started getting into like I don't know if you remember what drill music was,
Oh
like
yeah,
Chicago
yeah, the
style.
Chicago shit. Yeah,
Yeah, so I got
yeah,
into
I
that.
loved it.
Man, oh
I
my
loved it,
gosh,
dude. I
I
loved it, bro. Like the beats themselves, man. Like a lot
crazy.
of the times I didn't give a shit about the lyrics at
Yeah,
all, but those beats, bro,
Young Chop. That's
dude,
he went
those beats
crazy.
got me fucking nuts, man. Like, cause
Bro.
like I said, I've always been about beats. I love beats.
Yeah.
So
Same
you
here,
know what I
man.
mean?
Man, oh my gosh, I used to love it. My favorite
It's
was
funny though, like the first style of music I started listening to, like from a young child, was hip hop, dude. Like before I even got into metal. So like I've always been into a little bit of hip hop. Like I started off listening to Run DMC, Cool Mo D, Slick Rick, and
Hmm.
shit like that, dude. And that like for many years until I got into like high school. Well, a little bit before high school, I was listening to a lot of that, but I was listening to metal. But then when I got into high school, I turned into like a pretty much complete metalhead, hardcore.
That's still
Yeah.
dope. That's still dope. But yeah, so I've always wanted. So I've been on a quest, basically, to find my version of the hardest form of music. So like I was never, like I said, I was never exposed to hard metal that much. And personally, I'm gonna just be honest. Personally, I didn't like the few I did. I just generalized metal. I didn't younger me. I didn't even know the difference between rock and metal. Like you know what I mean? If it was
Hmm.
guitar, hard like if it was a distorted guitar, I was like that's just that. No, if, I'm gonna be real. I used to say like that white people music. I'm gonna just be 100% with you. That's how I
Yeah,
used
and
to
that's
generalize it.
and no, I know, I totally understand. It's just that's how it was, and that's how
Yeah,
it was growing up in high school.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like I had a couple really good, black friends or whatever that were mainly into hip hop and stuff, but they would listen to like hardcore and shit. Because
yeah,
one thing you need to know about hardcore is if you walked into a hardcore show, you would think that you were at a hip hop show
yeah. It's
because of
hype.
the
It's
way that
hype.
everyone's dressed.
Oh, the dress. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
everyone's like baggy jeans, sideways hats and shit. That's what hardcore is, man. Like, you know what I'm
Respect.
saying? And like it was dope, man. But like I said, everyone in that, in different styles were listening to different styles of music, and it was pissing me off, dude. I'm like, why
Yeah.
why can't it all just come together?
I was
You
ignorant,
know
but
what I
it's
mean?
I don't blame too much on me. It was also my environment. I just no one around me. No
Yeah.
one around me listened to metal, so it was, so I never really got into it.
It's
So
yeah, it's all in how that you're brought up and what you're around, what
yeah, but
what you're used to.
I am so glad I found trap metal, bro. Because
Yeah, it's really good, man.
I
There's
have not
absolutely nothing wrong with it.
I have not found a style that is more aggressive. Honestly, like in my opinion, like it's controlled chaos. You know how like the difference between like metal and rap is like metal has like riffs, right? It's really distorted and really hard, really loud. but it has riffs. Like it doesn't have a loop. You know what I mean? Rap is a loop, like the beat, the backbeat of rap.
Right, right.
So like
Metal is there's a lot of technicality when it comes
exactly. So like someone starts shredding and then they do. Like, there's so many different things they do in metal.
to.
So like trap metal literally takes the loops of trap over like the instruments and sound of metal, and also and sometimes the vocals, and like
Hmm.
to me that's like the ultimate form of aggressive music. So like that's to me is just perfect. Like I said, it's kind of been done before. Like the whole rap metal, new metal wave was just it's just it wasn't done like this. I feel like this is more intense than that.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
Limp Bizkit and like you said and Korn and all that. They were hardcore, but they weren't. You have to hear what I'm also the other music I'm talking about too. Like if you hear that, like
yeah. To understand exactly what
yeah.
you're talking
So like
about.
you like whoa, like it's control. It's literal controlled chaos. Like it's loud as fuck, but it's controlled. It's like looped.
Did
So
I? Yeah. There is a difference, and that's why there is category.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because different sounds have different categories. That's why, like, I appreciate experimental shit
Mm-hmm.
because people are trying to not sound the same, not trying to, they're trying to be new. Everyone's trying to be new. I think. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
But overall, dude, like, I really want and wish that everyone would just come together, man. We're all family. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're all family.
One hundred
What you look
percent.
like, how you dress, everyone is family, man. And like it should just be that way. Like we're not going to progress as human beings unless we all come together and work together.
100%, man. It's one
You know what
hundred
I'm
percent.
saying? And that's
Yeah.
how I've always looked at life. Like even as a little child, I never understood why there was different cliques. I never understood why, certain people didn't talk to certain people.
Mm-hmm.
Music didn't combine with other music. I never understood it, man, growing up,
Yeah.
you know. It's just a matter of just being real with yourself. Like I remember in high school, like people wouldn't talk to certain people because they weren't in certain cliques.
Yeah.
And I found it so fake, man. It's just, you know what I mean? Like everyone should come out and be honest with themselves and just be honest about the style of music that you like or what you're into or what you want to do in your life. That's just how I look at things, man.
I agree. You 100% right, man.
You know what I'm
100%.
saying? Like it's just and you know what, man, me not going to change the fucking thing. It may change, some people's perspective on things, a couple people,
Yeah.
but I mean, everyone is, a lot of people are out for themselves, man,
Sadly.
and they're not willing to change. Once these people are willing to change, then change will happen.
Yep. That's all
You
it's.
know what
It's
I'm
just
saying?
the first part of fixing a problem is to realize that you have one. Just like that.
Exactly. And you know what, man? Like, there's so much hate involved with music, and
Yeah.
it should have never gotten that way. It
Sadly.
should have never gotten away. Artists shouldn't be getting killed, man. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? Like Dimebag Daryl, he got killed on stage
Oh
for
man.
whatever petty reason from Pantera. Yeah, he got shot in the face or
Damn.
something. Yeah, it's just awful, man. Like it doesn't matter what style of music you listen to, people get killed all the fucking time. You know what I
Sadly.
mean? And it's just, I don't know, man. I'm just a peaceful person. That's
No,
what
I
it
feel
comes
you. I'm
down
a
to, man.
pacifist, man. I'm a straight up pacifist.
Yeah, yeah. I
So
just feel like everyone should come together and just make something good out of this world.
yeah, I agree, man. One
Yeah.
hundred percent. So it's just good to hear. I don't know. I don't know why I needed this. It was just good to hear someone, from an entirely different world of music listening. And we come together on this, and come from different backgrounds and have similar, you know, ways of finding the music and having an interest in it. So
Exactly, man. And that's what it's about. I hope everyone listening to, starts to feel the same way.
I hope so too, man. But I
Because like I said, nothing's going to change unless we change.
oh yeah, man, one hundred
So,
percent. But
but yeah, this was fun, man.
yeah, man, I got one more thing to tell you,
Yeah, yeah.
and you know, this is in the back of my head the entire podcast, and I was just because I don't like it, I didn't say it. I did a song, right?
Mhm.
You did you hear it?
No, I didn't hear it. No.
Oh God. Don't react to it.
Don't react to it.
Don't react to it, but I do want you to hear it and tell me what you think. If it sucked, please tell me it sucked because I tell myself it sucked.
Was it a recent song?
Yes, like I did it like a few days ago.
Where is it? You have a SoundCloud?
Yes, on my Instagram.
I'm gonna listen to that shit, dude.
Oh
I'm
God.
gonna listen to it.
Oh
I'm gonna react to it. Nah.
God. Do
What
you?
is it? What is it?
It's rage. It's just like trap metal.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You go off?
Yeah. I scream
Yeah.
or
Where'd you get
yell.
it? Did you make the beat yourself and everything?
No. I have a friend that I'm supposed to interview in like 2-3 hours, but yeah. He wanted me to hop on it with him. My boy Sweat. I
Yeah. How'd
really
it
love
make you
Sweat.
feel, man?
Cringy. I
Yeah. You feel cringy
personally
about it? You don't feel happy about it?
no, okay. Well, I'm
Does
gonna
it sound good?
be okay. I'm happy that I did it, and I'm going to make some more. I'm not doing I'm not doing music for like a career or anything. I don't want to be known as an artist like that. I just do it because I love music. But like, uh, I'm happy I did it, but I personally don't think it sounds good. People think it sounds good. I don't. There's some people that hate it. Like I heard like 2 people that don't like it. I don't
Well,
like it,
I'll
so I
give
didn't
you
even
I'll
blame
give
them.
you an honest opinion, man, when I hear it for sure.
The,
I'm gonna listen to that shit right after this, dude.
okay, man. do you
I'm serious.
do you have music? I know you used to do metal. Like,
Oh
if
yeah, I have some CDs and stuff of my old bands and stuff. Yeah.
it's not
I
like
actually I posted one of my songs about I don't know, 6 months ago.
okay,
My old band was Brink of Insanity. So we had a
oh
song called Warface.
well, I gotta look at that.
Yeah, yeah, it's I have the video up about 6 months ago. Maybe I'll just send you the link. You can hear
Okay,
it. I
dope,
was
dope.
playing guitar on it and shit. So
Yeah, this is my first song, so like ever. So
yeah, man, but you know what? You did it.
I
You
did
got
it.
it out there and it opens up more doors for you. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? Like I'll let you know how it sounds, but like who cares what I think? You know what I mean? Who cares
I
what anyone
do.
thinks? Is well, I know. It's always good to have like a second opinion, someone who, who has a
Yeah,
musical background and shit to kind of give you that feedback or whatever, but like I'm sure it's good, and if you like it, if you like the way it sounds, like it doesn't matter what anyone thinks.
I don't though. I like my boy Sweat. Sweat killed it. Sweat is one of my favorites. He always killed. That's why I'm happy to do that with
Is
him.
he on it with you?
Yeah, he's like
Oh,
the
okay,
second
so
part.
you guys are going back and forth type of deal. That's cool.
Yeah, it was just he. Okay, the way we were supposed to do it, I have to tell you so you can understand. His part, he really just says like one thing the whole time, but
Hmm.
it was supposed to be a chorus. So like he was,
Yep.
yeah, it was supposed to be me chorus and then his verse, but he just like let me do the like the verse, the entire verse. So
That's dope, man. I can't wait to hear it, man. I'm
yeah,
looking for
and me and Sweat are collabing more. There's other people I'm collabing with, but yeah, he Sweat is one of my favorites. But yeah.
That's awesome, man. You should be proud of yourself, man. Seriously.
Uh,
I'll let you know exactly how it sounds, man. I'm sure I'll like it, dude. If it's aggressive sounding, I'm sure
it's
I'll like
hard
it.
as it's the beat is crazy good.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Oh man, I'm so looking forward. I'm gonna listen to that shit in a second here. For
that's
sure.
that's why I like. Oh man, it's so cringy to me. I don't know. That's why I wish I didn't. I wish I had a less good beat because I feel like I ruined a really good beat. Like the beat was
You should
great.
play that shit right now on the podcast.
Let me play it right now.
Yeah.
Fuck. Will you be able to hear it?
I don't know.
Let me
I'm not
try
sure.
something real quick. Let me try something real quick.
All
You're on
right.
your computer, right?
Yeah, I'm on my computer.
Okay. Um. Damn it. Can you?
Yeah, we should do it. We should do it raw as hell. I should listen to that shit right now. I'll
Okay.
go on your SoundCloud.
Okay. Can you see? Are you looking at your screen?
I'm looking at my screen right now. Yeah.
Do you see like my screen?
Hold up one sec. Oh yeah, I can see your screen.
Okay. Wait a second. Here we go. I went on YouTube. My bad.
I don't
Hopefully.
know if I'll be able to hear it from this way.
That's why I want to try. I don't know for sure either.
But if not, I'll just go to your SoundCloud. Do it
Okay.
while we're on the podcast.
How did my stuff is hella slow? I don't know why. Okay, let me see.
See if I can hear this.
Hmm. Can you hear it? Oh wait, hold on. It didn't even start yet. I thought it did. Start. It doesn't look like it don't want to start.
All right, I'm gonna go on your SoundCloud.
Okay.
Hold on. You're so worried.
I am. I have 32 followers on SoundCloud, and I just made it.
There you go. SoundCloud's a really good tool out there.
Yeah.
So, man. All right.
Wait, whoa! I have 121 plays on it. What?
There you go. All right. What's your name? Typing.
It's just life. Put sweat with 2 T's X life and see if it pops up. Like sweat space X life.
Space X life.
Yeah.
The letter X or EX?
The letter X.
X life.
Mm-hmm. Like sweat as one name with 2 T's space X space life with the way I spell my name.
Let's see. No. Didn't pop up.
Okay. I'm gonna send it to you real quick.
Okay. Yeah, send it on Discord.
All right. Here you go. Oh, it pops up like that.
All right, hold on. Let me listen.
Let me turn this.
There we go. Can you hear mine or no?
Are you playing it now?
Yeah, you probably can't hear it.
No, but it's good.
All right. Where'd it go? I pushed pause. All right, hold up. Wait. Oh my god. That's your boy Sweat in the beginning?
No, that's me.
That's you in the beginning?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here, dude. Shut the. Are you serious? That's you?
Yeah.
All right, hold on a sec, man.
Oh, God.
Hold on. Let me fast forward and get back to that part. Dude, what the fuck, dude? Are you kidding me? Like, are you fucking kidding me right now, dude? You don't like that?
No.
Dude, are you what the fuck, dude? I'm gonna seriously in a couple reactions from now, I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play a snippet of this, man, for people to hear. Yo, you're on to something, dude. I'm not joking, man. I'm not joking, dude. Hold up, let me hear a little bit more. Dude, oh my god, dude. Are you fucking kidding me, dude?
You like it?
Oh my yeah, dude.
Oh.
I'm not trying to swallow your head or nothing. This shit is holy shit, man. That's your boy at the end there?
Yeah, that's Sweat.
You guys work very, very well with each other, man. Are you kidding? Yo.
Oh, hell, I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Oh, God.
Dude, what are you talking about, man? How could you not? Yo, that sounds really fucking good, man.
Oh,
that sounds really good. I'm going to play that, man, on a reaction video.
I appreciate it.
You better keep with it, man.
I am. Me and Sweat, we're still working. We're going to do more stuff. But
you got to, hold on. Let me hear something again. Hold on. Did you even know that you could scream like that, dude?
No. I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, it's different than like a Scarlord scream. It's more of like a guttural, like like gritty scream that you're doing, which works very well with this style. Dude, that is really good, man. I'm very impressed, man. I'm not joking, dude. I'm
this
not fucking joking, bro. If that's your first song you've ever done, dude, imagine how you'll be in like a year from now. That's really, really good, man.
I appreciate it. But this is the style. This is the ragecore style I was talking about. That's rage. There's other artists that
And
do
there's
stuff like
a lot
this.
of other artists like this.
A lot.
All right, hold on a sec. Let me see something. I would write something down. It's called Ragecore.
Yeah, all one word. Literally how it sounds. For people, if you want to look up my boy, let me see. Just that do ragecore project. Of course, this PRXJEK. He basically started the style.
Mm-hmm.
7 is it's 7XVN is how he spells his name. Like the number 7. The
Oh,
next
okay.
VN.
7XVN. Okay.
And then my boy Tekken. T is TEKKEN plus. Like the
All
plus
right.
sign. And who else? There's a lot of people that do this. I don't
Damn, dude. I am so impressed by this. This is really good, man.
I appreciate it. Oh, and of course Sweat. Sweat does this by himself.
Yeah, Sweat. I see that.
Yeah. So he's another one. I'm trying to think of more. There's others. There's so much. I just can't think of them.
What made you want to do this, man? You
That's
just said the hell of it. Let me just try.
Yeah, it's my favorite.
Have you
style.
ever like rapped before? Or
Not officially. Like like I said, I grew up around it, so I've always been exposed to it, and I kind of like know, I can keep a flow. And people, I had to do that recently. I can send you that later, like in an email or something. Like it was someone like basically I was just proving that I can rap, and then I did it, and then they loved it. So
you got to have more confidence in yourself, man. This shit is not bad at all.
that's
man.
one of my problems.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like the greatest
Of
thing
course.
ever, but like it's you got potential, man. You got fucking potential, and that beat and that. Oh my god, man, this is really good, man. I dig it.
I appreciate
Coming from a metalhead, bro.
I appreciate
You know what I'm
it.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Definitely keep doing that. You're on to something here, man.
I appreciate it.
The way that you made it sound, like I thought it was gonna be like awful.
To me, it is.
But that's the way to really to surprise someone. Seriously, man.
Yeah.
You should be proud of yourself, man. That's really good shit, man. I wish I could do that, man. Like I could scream a little bit and stuff,
Oh, okay.
but putting lyrics together, man, I've always had a hard time writing lyrics.
Huh. I think I just did that one on the spot.
You wrote all the lyrics right then and there.
Yeah. I think so. Yeah. Like I did.
So
it
what'd
the
you do?
night before.
Your boy made like a beat, and he's like, "Yo, do something over this," and you start screaming it out.
He has certain producers that he really likes for his sound. So like Inside is one. There's some other I can't remember names, but Inside did this one, and those are the producers that he sticks with. And like,
Well, let me ask you this: is that like your raw screaming, or is there like overlay over it? Is there something like modifying it?
only thing I put on it is distortion. That's it. I didn't
Oh,
put
okay.
anything else on it. Yeah. So
All right.
it just made my voice like like clipped. It just made my voice clip. That's literally all it did. So
Dude, what if this could lead you, man, to like being on fucking stage, bro?
I don't. I'm like I don't.
Like, what if you and your boy Sweat there, man, like started like a group and just did this?
I
Or
love
would it
to.
be something like you'd want to do like on your own?
I don't want to. I don't know. I don't want to do. That's the thing. I don't want to be famous for music. Like I said, I'd rather do like this YouTube stuff and talk to artists and and
Right,
stuff like
right.
this, like like promotion media type thing. I'd rather do that.
Well, let me tell you this, man. Seriously, don't give up on this right here, though.
Okay.
Like, if that's what you want to do or whatever, don't pass this by, man, because that shit sounded really good, man.
I got you. I got you.
Like, I was like, yo, that's you, because it didn't sound like you. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, because you're like being aggressive and screaming shit. I've never heard you scream, but like, I didn't expect that, man. I really honestly didn't, man. That's dope, man. That's good shit.
Oh.
Yeah, man. That was tough as nails, man. That shit. Oof. I would probably, yeah. If that shit was playing while I was fighting someone, I'd probably knock someone the fuck out, dude. Seriously.
I appreciate that. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
man. Are you going to be working on more shit soon, or?
Yeah, I have a beat one of my boys sent me.
Well, you got to keep sending them to me, man.
I got you,
What I'll
man.
do is because I heard pretty much the whole song of this, so I can't really do a reaction. I like to react to videos.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? Like I have done reactions to just songs without a video, but I'd much prefer doing something to a video so I could talk about the person and talk about what they're doing in the video, and it adds more to the reaction. But I can play snippets. That's what I played a snippet of my friend that I just became friends with. His name is Ghoulie.
oh yeah,
Um,
good. That's my boy. I did it. I interviewed him.
oh, you did?
Yeah, he's
Oh, I
part
had
of the
no
scene.
idea.
He's part of the scene.
Yeah. I played a snippet of one of his songs in the beginning of my reaction video. So he was good shit, man. That shit sounded really good. And I got like 10 other people on Instagram that want me to help them out and shit. And the only thing I ask from them, man, is just have people come my way.
That's
That's
dope.
it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, dude, I'm not even in this for the money, bro.
me
Like, it
neither.
would be nice to get my name out there on YouTube and make money, make a living doing something that I love. But dude, I haven't even monetized my videos, bro.
Same here. I know, like
You
you
know
have
what
more
I'm saying?
subs than me, but like still, same here.
Yeah, well, you got to get to like 1,000 to monetize your videos.
Right. Okay.
So like, I hit that 1,000 mark. I haven't even like maybe eventually I will.
Mm,
5,000. Periodically, I'll monetize the video and shit. But like, I'm not all about the money, man. Like, I do this because I enjoy it. You know what I mean?
same, bro. I
So
don't.
like,
Yeah, man. I hope, man. I
but yo,
hope.
what you have going on here? Hell yeah, man! You got a UFC fight right there, man. If he was
See, okay.
easier, you'd be fucking winning all of these fights, man.
So, so the reason that's there, sweat. Okay, the song is called Blade Tuck, but you see how the way Blade is spelled?
Yeah, Blayde.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's the guy's picture. That's his name. His name is Curtis Blade. That's the way he spelled.
Oh,
His
okay.
last name is spelled. So like, yeah, like that's what Sweat came up with.
Oh,
So it's
that's
like,
cool, man. That's cool.
yeah. So like, instead
So
it's like,
he's a good fighter. I'm
yeah,
assuming.
yeah.
All
So
right, cool,
that's
cool.
so
But yeah,
it's like a double meaning to the title. It's not just some I'm a stab you type crap. You know,
yeah,
it's
I'm gonna
like,
show this song to a friend of mine, man, because
oh
I've been
man,
really trying to get him into
get you
trap metal and these styles of music and stuff, and he really likes it so far. So I'm gonna show him this shit too.
dope. I'm glad. Like I showed you this style with me because like when you hear the people that have been doing this shit, like the
I'm gonna be
people,
blown away.
God, yes. Like I don't even want you to like. I'm glad you love it. I don't even want to support them. Don't
Well,
even.
to be honest with you, man, I have heard some styles that you're talking about that are like within this style,
Mm-hmm.
and some of the beats, dude, are
Crazy.
too distorted for my liking.
Really?
Yeah. Some of it is like it just sounds like you know what I'm
Oh yeah.
it,
I
it
personally I like it, but
well,
I'm young.
some of it I do, but if it's too much like that where it almost sounds like it's gonna blow your fucking speaker out because it sounds so like I don't know, it sounds too gritty
Yeah.
sometimes. But most of it I do like. But there has been some artists because I've been doing research. I've
Yeah.
heard some artist songs that I'm just like, nah, the beat just kind of fucking killed it for me, like in a bad way, you know.
Yeah.
But
I feel
what
you.
you're doing right there, what I just heard, is like good. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I like the distortion in it.
I
You know what I mean?
appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Hell yeah, man.
Like I
Yeah,
said,
man,
my
this was fun, dude. I'm gonna go here and hopefully we could do another podcast together
of course we're going to.
sometime soon, man. Seriously, because I'm starting to get my name out. Some of these bigger artists out there are starting to recognize it and actually thank me.
That's
You know
dope.
what I'm saying? Like Gizmo's thanked me a couple times on my reactions to him.
Yeah.
He's come in the comment section, and that just really proves someone's character. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not the biggest artist out there,
No.
but he's big. To me, he's big.
He is.
You know what I mean? And like for him to come on and take the time to like come to my channel and just say something, and I'm just this little YouTuber. Like I just much respect to him.
Yeah, man. Just like I said, I
So
love your channel. Like that's why I had to hit you up. I love your channel, man. I had to
thanks,
hit
man.
you
I
up.
really hope that like other people feel the same way.
Oh,
I
trust me.
see a lot of the same people coming back, so like I feel that they feel the same way too. So that makes me happy, man. It really does.
Yeah, trust me. Like I know, you might disagree with me disliking my song. I know for a fact I can sense when other people have like good potential, and you have your channel for sure.
All right,
for
cool.
sure.
Yeah, I was about to ask you about that, like how you felt about my channel. Like, do you feel I
Look,
should be doing something different, or,
no,
um, do you think that it's funny? Do you think what I'm doing is good, type of
hell
deal? You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
As of right now, change nothing. Just keep doing what you're doing. Like that's all I say. Of course,
I
as you
mean,
grow,
yeah, obviously, as I grow, I can tools, I can get better equipment
yeah,
and better editing software, and I can do
right.
different things, stuff like that. But like, I mean, have you showed my channel to like some of your friends? Like,
Of
how do they
course.
feel about it as well?
Yeah, like you said, I shouted you out. I tell people about you. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I showed
All
like
right. Cool.
personal friends. I showed them like when you shouted me out. I nerded out over that. I was like, look, here's my name. So
Hell
like,
yeah,
yeah,
man. Well, when Kami shouted us both out, that was,
that was dope. I did
yeah,
not
that made
expect
my
that.
day. That made my Christmas. I was like, this is,
Yeah,
and I
man.
don't want to sound like a little bitch, sweating
No.
someone, you know what I mean? But like, when you like kind of like look up to listen to this music, like you're just like, and they reach out to you like that. It's a good feeling, man.
It is. It is
You know
very
what I'm
much.
saying? It's like it really shows someone's character though, for them to take the time out of their busy ass day or their schedule, like to do something like that, even if it's for a second. Like it just shows them, like who they are as a person, and it's like minded. It's like who I am.
Yeah.
Like if I were to ever be that big, like all of my friends that are trying on YouTube would be up there with me. I would make sure of it. Like any friend of mine, anyone that I respect is gonna definitely be up there with me.
Of
You know what
course.
I mean? I would always do shout outs. I'd always help people out and shit because that shit makes me feel good. I'd
Yeah.
much rather help someone out than help myself. I know that sounds bad, but
No, I
that's
feel
just
you,
who I
man.
am as a person. You know what I mean? So I'm always trying to help these underground artists. They're all to me, and I'm just like, all right, I'll play a snippet. I'll do whatever I can to help you out. I'm small though. Like my YouTube channel's not that big, man. I only got like coming up on 4,000. That's not that big, but compared to some of these other YouTubers, but
Compared to
it's
someone like
happening.
me.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, I
it's
mean,
huge.
and too, when I hit 100 subscribers, I was blown away because I didn't even think that that would happen. Now here I am. It's crazy, man. It makes me smile when I wake up every day.
Yeah.
It gives me a purpose.
I
And,
feel you, man.
because before doing YouTube, man, like I didn't have much going on, bro. I was just kind of flowing with life, and like everyone does, I was just a sheep in the herd, just kind of doing my thing and stuff. But like now I have like, I have a son, so I have a diary. Like I look at it as a diary,
Yeah.
pretty much. Like like he can go back, and watch all these videos and stuff, and be like, "That's my dad."
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's my father. Like he kind of made a name for himself.
Yeah. That is a dope way
So
to look at it.
yeah, so he could look up to me and shit. So and then on top of it, I'm hearing amazing music, man. I'm learning about new artists, where what they're about, their backgrounds, and you're telling me information. A lot of people are giving me the info that I want to know, and it's just great. It's a great community, man.
Hell yeah.
That's why when you tell me like there's like hate involved, like it just kind of blows my mind, because when I heard this style of music, it looked like everyone was kind of coming together, you
Man,
know.
I thought the same, man. Real quick, like this really brief story. Like, there's a guy I interviewed him. There's a guy named Hanjev, and like I used to be a fan of. He used to be in a group called K9 Unit, and they're like another trap metal group. They didn't break up, but they're not the same of how they used to be at all. So like,
Mm-hmm.
and like I remember I was on his live one time. I was on Hanjev's live. I was like, bro, K9. I'm thinking he's still in it. He's like, nah. He's like, I left. He's like, no one in K9 really likes each other. I was like, oh. I'm over here listening to you guys collabing on a giant tape. Like they had like K9 made songs where like all of them would, have a verse on the song, but like,
Mm-hmm.
and you think like, oh, they're just so cool, they're so tight. Nope, they broke up, and well, not broke up,
Yeah,
but most of them left, and they hated each other. So yeah, there's
yeah,
one.
but that happens anywhere, man.
Yeah,
There's a lot of animosity. It's hard being in a band with other people. That's why I have a lot of respect for Scarlord, because he does everything
by
himself.
himself. Yeah,
He doesn't have to worry about anybody else.
he has a
You know what I'm
label
saying?
though. Yeah, he has a label that doesn't really. I don't know how I feel about his label personally. I don't know for sure, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
I know nothing about it. What do you mean? Like he's got like
Notice how, like you said, Scarlett is always independent,
yeah.
and I don't think he's like that because he wants to be. Is what his label allows.
Mm.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
He would
Like
have collabed.
that's not his idea. It's
Ex-
someone else's.
exactly. Like he was talks. He would before X died. He was going to collab with X. There was
Oh,
talks
he
about that.
was.
Yeah.
Oh man, that
Yeah.
would have been sick.
He was going to collab with the guy I'm telling you about Project. He was going to collab with other art, probably Ghostman. I don't know. I don't know. He hates some people in the scene, but he was going to collab with some, and
Yeah,
Scarboy can't do it.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, I mean, regardless, I appreciate the fact that he is by himself because he doesn't have to deal with bullshit from others.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, I've been in numerous bands, dude, and like all of them kind of went sour because like no one's on the same level, no one's on the same page.
yeah,
So like I have much respect for like bands that have been doing this for 20 something years, like Metallica and shit. Like I'm not a huge fan of Metallica. They're very mainstream. I like a lot of their old shit.
yeah.
But like the fact that they've kept together, like
Mm-hmm.
at least three of them. Well, their new bassist now has been with them for like something like 10 years or whatever. But like they stay together. They're brothers. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So like I appreciate that. I respect that, man. It's hard to do. It really is.
Yeah.
I've gotten into fights with band members, dude. Like trying to get everyone on the same page, the same mindset is a really hard thing to do, man.
And
Everyone wants it to sound a certain way. Everyone wants it to go their way.
and in this scene
And
though, I'm gonna be honest, it gets a little harder because like people in the same collective, like I told you what collectives were, right?
no, or
Okay.
maybe you did. I just don't remember.
So collectives are similar to they're not okay. Actually, no, they're not similar to bands at all. Collectives are just a group of people that like in this they're mainly popular in the scene. They're just a group of people that like they're a group of artists that have different talents. So like producers and vocalists and graphic designers and videographers all can be in the same collective and like do different things, but they work together. So like they don't always collab. So like in a band, like a metal band, they're always when they perform, the song is always their metal band song. You know what I mean? But in a
Hmm.
collective, like for an example, Kamiata and I think Gizmo are in the same collective. They're both in Midnight Society, and like
Hmm.
so as you see, Kamiata does solo stuff, Gizmo does solo stuff, but they do have songs where they collab together. But they're not, in a bed. Every time they perform, they don't have to perform together or like do
Oh,
a
I
song
see what you're
together.
saying.
Yeah,
Yeah, I noticed that they have respect for each other because
yeah,
they're always liking each other's stuff and stuff like that. So,
yeah. They're in the same group, same collective. So.
see, I thought that Gizmo was with Trash. Or is he part of that?
Trash is not a Trash is just a YouTube, like he puts songs out. It's like World Star Hip
Oh, I
Hop.
see. I see what
Yeah.
you're saying.
Like
Okay, I get
Elevator.
it.
Like they just put out
I got
songs.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, but believe it or not though, even though saying that, contradicting, Void Tracks, they are in Midnight Society, I think. Which is
Oh,
weird.
really?
Yeah. They're not but not all people that do that, or that have channels like that are in collectives. Just Void Tracks is just the only one. Mainly because he came up with, like Kamiata and you know, they put him in the collective. So
Yeah, Kami's good, man. I
yeah.
like that shit. I can't wait to hear more. Does he have like a lot of videos out, songs?
Videos, yeah. He has one. He has a song called "Kill Streaks" that has a video.
Uh huh.
Um, Let me think. AZ, you heard Damage Critical. It's some other one. He has some others that have videos. I just can't remember the name. Yeah, that's the thing though. That's why like trap metal, like the only I only know like off the top of my head like four females like that do it.
Okay.
So like four or five, because like the female voice just doesn't, and it's not like you said, it's not a sexist thing. This is
No, not at all. Not at
yeah,
all.
yeah.
No, because I mean, girls could do this any day. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's just
there's some
hard.
really good metal artists
Yeah,
that are
of
that are
course.
women as well. You know?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah. But like, and even in rap, as you know, especially now, like you see like the Cardi B, they're they're in rap. So like, that's the thing. Just like with trap metal or like that's all those genres that fit in trap metal is like it's just harder. I don't know why. I think it's just the female voice. It's when your voice is lighter, it's harder to sound.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
All right,
know.
hold on. Let me see here. I'm looking up Nettie.
Yeah.
Uh,
Personally, I like some of Nettie stuff. Most of it, I'll say.
Let me
Nettie
see
from
if this is the same girl. I could be thinking of two different girls, man. So like, I do apologize. I said something bad. Like,
no,
you know what I'm saying? And
it's
I
good.
didn't say anything bad, but I'm just saying like, it could be a totally different person that I'm thinking.
Right. Okay.
So I don't want to make that assumption until I find the video that I was talking about. Because I'm looking up Nettie and it doesn't look like.
Okay, but you see what I mean when I say like long
Yeah,
arms.
yeah, yeah, exactly. But the girl that I saw, they were walking through snow, and it,
If you
I don't even
find it,
think that they're speaking complete English either.
probably not. If you find it, send it to me.
Yeah, I will definitely, dude. I'm gonna have to go back a ways, but if I find it, I'll definitely let you know.
Okay, yeah.
So, is there any other art that are female, like within this genre, that you could recommend?
Uh, females. So like I said, there's Nettie, Ali Voorhees.
Ali, or
Yeah, like Jason Voorhees is spelled
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like I said, there's one. Well, she's. I'm going to say this as inconspicuous, like as nice as I can, like as politically correct. She goes by a different identity. Like she was born something. She was
Hmm.
born, as a male. But a Lost Ultra, she's one of my good friends. Still,
Okay.
she identifies female, woman. So that's
What?
one.
How do you say her name?
Lost Ultra, like literally how it is, like lost, like you lost
Lost
something in
Ultra.
Ultra.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, she identifies as a woman. Who else? This is Nettie.
Shit.
Lucifina, she's kind of popular though. She did that song with Lil Xan.
Lucifina.
Mm-hmm. Um, Let me see. And especially if you're talking about Rage, Lost Ultra is good on that too. Trying to think. There's one more. I just can't remember her name. I don't.
God, I wish I could find this artist, and I don't think it's Nettie.
Probably
So I,
not.
I think I got to take back what I said.
It's okay. It's okay.
Seriously, because I gotta hear some more from this.
I'll try to edit that out. It's a
Yeah,
long
yeah, yeah. Try
video.
to edit that out because I think I'm mixing two different artists here
All right, you said that
for sure.
around like the 1:30 mark. I'll try to
Yeah,
find
yeah.
it. I'll try to
Edit
find
that
it.
out because I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk trash about any artist, obviously, but
Of course,
like the artist that I did hear, um,
she wasn't that good.
that kind of looks like her, dude. And wait
Uh-huh.
until I send you the video. I'm gonna find it, man. I'm gonna do my homework here, but I'll find it, and you'll probably agree.
It's probably just some underground artist that not many people know about yet.
Hmm. Well, they had a video, and it looked
Yeah.
pretty well produced too. So
I mean, yeah. Okay. I don't know for sure. You might be right.
yeah, I'll look for it. I'll send it to you. But
Bet.
all right, man. Yeah. So this was fun though, man. We should
Yeah,
definitely do
man.
another podcast for sure.
Definitely. We could do one like, I usually do one monthly like I did one for this month already. I could, we could do another one next month if you want.
Hell yes, absolutely, man. Because by then, maybe my channel will grow even more. I'll start learning about more artists.
Heck
Maybe
yeah.
some artists will reach out to me. It
Heck
looks
yeah.
like you've done your homework. You got a lot of friends that like Ghoulie. I didn't even know you knew artists. So
Yeah, me and
that's
Gooley
pretty
are good
awesome, man.
friends. Yeah. Really
Like
good friends.
outside of YouTube, like you guys like chill, or are you
I mean,
just
we
friends?
like hop on the phone. He lives in Atlanta. I'm in Maryland, so we got
Oh,
we
okay,
know each other.
gotcha,
I'm
gotcha.
pretty sure we would. That's my homie.
Hmm. Hmm.
Oh, one more artist I do want you to check out. The last
All
one
right.
to write down with a rage one is uh he changed his name. I want you to put Goth slash Puke, but his name he went by Goth at first.
So
The
goth slash what?
puke like throwing up.
Okay,
Puke.
puke.
So yeah,
Okay.
that's the very last thing I'm gonna say. So
All right, no problem,
yeah.
no problem.
I
I'm
I
gonna check out these artists, and then I'll try to find that girl artist.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, so with him, yeah, I'll tell you more about him later after you listen to him.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna check that out for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna get going, man. I got some stuff to do before my girl gets home here, and I
Okay.
want to find this video for you, and I'll send it to you.
All right. Well, appreciate it, man. Appreciate the podcast. Um,
Absolutely, man. Anytime. This was a lot of fun, and keep with your music, man. That shit sounds really good.
I will. Thank you, man. And you keep
Absolutely.
videos, and I want you to make music too.
Thanks, man. Yeah, when you get a chance, go check out, or maybe I'll send you the link to that one song that I was from my old band.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll let you check that shit out, man. But this was awesome, man. Can't wait to do it again.
Of course, man. Appreciate it.
Hell yes. I'll talk to you soon, brother.
All right, man.
All right. Take care of yourself.
All right, you too.
Later.
Later.